A passing lady looked into a shop. Her eyes lit up, official sign she read. Recruiting office, that is what it said. Excitedly she stepped inside to see how her sons would fare if they were military. The man in charge to her was very sweet and said, please sign here on this little sheet. But when she got home, her mind grew many fears. Her message from the soldiers in the war rang in her ears.
Don't put your boys in the army, Mrs. Ward. You know they'll only waste away. Oh, don't put your boys in the army, Mrs. Ward. You know they'll only waste away. Oh.
At 6 o'clock the lads came home from work. She told them what she'd done, they went berserk. We'll have to go to war and fight and die. And Mrs. Ward, she wiped a tear from her eye.
Don't put your boys in the army, Mrs. Ward. You know they'll only waste away. Oh. Don't put your boys in the army, Mrs. Ward. You know they'll only waste away. Oh.
Don't put your boys in the army, Mrs. Ward. You know they'll only waste away. Oh, oh.